Hi there and welcome to our YouTube channel. My name is Andy Reid from Stockdale and Lego, and over the course of the next few weeks what I'm going to put together for you is a few videos giving you some tips and advice on how best to navigate such a big step in your life such as buying and selling real estate. The first one we're going to look at today is getting clear on your objectives. So why is it that you are making such a big step in your life that results in you needing to buy or sell property? We're looking at it from the vendor's perspective today, and what we need to do as a vendor when you're first starting out on this journey is ask yourself the very simple question: what is our goal? By that I mean, why is it that we need to make such a big upheaval such as moving where we live in order to achieve what it is that we want to achieve? So for example, you may be offered a new job interstate. You may have taken a new work placement elsewhere or been retrenched. You may have a new arrival on the way and you might need to upsize your property in order to accommodate your little bundle of joy. What we're going to do today is I'm going to work through an example that will help you gauge your motivation so that moving forward you'll be able to assess how hard you really want to go onto the market and how aggressive you want to take your strategy. So for example, say we've been offered a job and say it's over in Sydney for a new work placement. You may have been offered the job, however, you haven't yet accepted the job. So you're still thinking about whether you want to move interstate, whether it's right for you, all these grand perspective types of questions which would result in whether you buy or sell elsewhere. So at the start, your motivation might only be around something like a 1 or a 2 because you're dealing with a much bigger question, which is, do we want to move interstate before we look at actually selling the house that you're living in currently? Later down on the track, you might actually think, okay, well, I want to accept that job in Sydney. So your motivation might go from a 2 to say something like a 6, and therefore time might start to be a factor because your work placement might start in say 2 months time, and therefore you really want to try and get your property sold over here so that when you do move across you've got your money there ready to go and hopefully be able to get yourself set up and organized. When you start heading into this sort of territory and you start to get yourself towards 8, 9 and 10 when you are becoming extremely motivated, you have to be very careful about the choices that you make in this section. Generally, people that are in this sort of bracket here where they are absolutely super motivated, it generally means that there are external factors that are compromising their decision-making process, whether it be time deadlines or financial deadlines for some people. So you've got to make sure that whenever you're looking at your own personal motivation, you make sure that you actually give that relevant information to your agent of choice. Reason why I say that is not because we get the inside track, not at all. It's because if we know where on the scale you sit from a motivational point of view, it means that we'll be able to give you the best advice moving forward when it comes to marketing strategy, when it comes to pricing, because obviously price plays a massive role when it comes to how long you wish to stay on the market, and making sure that we absolutely maximize the situation that you're in order to justify the best possible outcome for you as the vendor. I hope that gave you a bit of information on how to start off on your journey. Please bear in mind that the first thing you should be asking yourself is, what is our goal and what do we want to achieve? And that will give you that level of perspective so that when it comes to making the important decisions such as appointing an agent, marketing strategy and pricing, you've got that perspective so that you can take a step back, look at the whole situation and make the right decisions for you and your family. I hope that you find that useful, and we'll see you next time.